Hi, I'm Omar. Welcome to Flowdash. Flowdash is a no-code visual builder for business processes and workflows. Let's say you're responsible for onboarding new customers, and the spreadsheet you've been using simply isn't scaling anymore. Within a few minutes, we're going to totally revamp your process using Flowdash without using any code. Let's get started. The first thing we'll want to do is create a new workflow for tracking customers who are onboarding. The first thing you'll notice after creating a workflow is this table view. By default, a few fields have been auto-created, such as the stage field, which tracks how far along every customer is within our process. We'll dive into stages later, but let's start by creating a few fields. We'll have a first name, a last name, an email, and a document, which will track a contract to be signed. Flowdash hits the sweet spot between a spreadsheet and a full-blown database. It's very easy to create fields, but you get to define every field's format so that your data is always clean. Next, we'll want to import some data into Flowdash, and there's a few ways to do that. We could either create a new customer manually using this form, or we can import a set of customers using CSV or using our API. And you'll notice that the API automatically gets populated using the fields we created. Let's go ahead and import some records. Awesome. Looks like all our customers got imported, and we're ready to move on to the next part, which involves building our process using the Flow Builder. Let's head over here. Next, let's create stages through which companies go as they're onboarding. At first, we have to verify the contract. Then, we provision the account. Afterwards, we do end-to-end testing. And finally, if everything went well, the user is either live, or if we ran into issues, the customer may be canceled. Now comes the magical part of defining actions. Actions define business logic that move customers from one stage to another, assigns owners, or triggers different kind of automation, like sending an email or posting a Slack channel. In our case, once we verify the contract, we provision the account, at which point we do some end-to-end testing. And then if everything looks good, we go to live. And at any of these steps, it's very possible that we cancel it if anything comes up. And so in this case, we want to be able to cancel from all over the place. This looks a bit messy, so let's clean it up. Now that looks like a solid process. Let's go ahead and add one extra action, which is when we say there are no issues and the account's ready to go live, we actually want to send an email to the customer to let them know everything's good. So we'll go over here at an email step, and we'll send it to the email, which is dynamic as a function of the email field that's provided. And we'll simply say, congratulations, your account is ready. We'll go ahead and save that. And just like that, whenever we say an account is ready, an email will be sent. Let's go back to our table view and try this out. So we'll go ahead and assign this account to me, and we'll open this detail page. Now the detail page by default has a few things built in. You have a comment section where you can collaborate with your team. You have an activity log where you can see any information that has been edited in the past. And finally, you can make some changes to the information in here. For example, we may want to upload a signed agreement. Let's go ahead and do that. It's uploaded, and we'll save it. Now, in practice, when we're verifying the contract, we actually want to open the PDF and take a look. But switching between apps is not ideal. So let's go ahead and edit this layout. In this case, we want to have a side-by-side layout where we automatically preview any file attachment that is present for the customer. In this case, the document. Next thing is, we only want to have this preview visible when we're verifying the contract. At other times, it's not required. So let's do that. And finally, we want to make sure the comments and the activity log also show up on this side when the contract has been reviewed. Let's save this and take a look. All right, everything looks good here. Contract is ready. Notice that the stage has changed. We're not provisioning the account. And for the sake of this demo, let's just move through all these steps. Account is ready. There are no issues. And finally, what we see here is that we're live and an email has been submitted to us. Looks like I just received it as my phone just buzzed. So if we go back to the table view, and what we can see here is at a glance how many customers are within any given stage. In this case, we have one customer who is ready, they're live, 48 verifying contracts. But over time, this becomes a really essential tool to, at a glance, know what's happening. So this is a very quick overview of Flowdash. I hope this was useful to you, and I cannot wait to see what you're building. Thank you.